9 out of 10 new businesses fail within their first 5 years of operation. Traditional analysis typically attributes these collapses to external factors: insufficient funding, a weak business plan, or a bad market. But the Entrepreneurial Development Center in Papua New Guinea identifies a different culprit: a lack of personal viability. The EDTC operates on a specific formula: a viable person plus a viable project. Their internal data shows that when the person is viable, the success rate reaches 80%, whereas an unviable leader paired with even a high-quality project succeeds only 20% of the time. Before a participant attempts a commercial business plan, they must pass 3 preliminary levels. This phase requires months of habit shifting and a mandatory savings baseline of 4,000 kina. Systemic scaling within the PVBS focuses on the human driver. Capital only enters the equation after the person has been rigorously upgraded through the program's 4 higher operational tiers. Commercial scaling begins at level 4, the micro-enterprise stage. These are family-run operations of 1 to 10 people, such as a bustling hot food stall. Level 4 coaching requires participants to cover 14 basic family necessities, like healthcare, food, and housing, while maintaining an annual surplus of 20,000 kina. Achieving this qualifies them for a maximum commercial loan of 200,000 kina. That capital enables the move to level 5, the small enterprise. The operation expands to between 11 and 30 employees, scaling into ventures like a retail shop. This stage forces a transition in management. The owner must establish rich habits, developing systems that allow the business to function independently of their physical labor. To pass level 5, the business must generate an annual surplus of 50,000 kina, after all business and family expenses are met. Maintaining this profit level qualifies the entrepreneur for a maximum loan or lease of 500,000 kina. Surmounting these granular tiers forces the entrepreneur to build systemic discipline before they are trusted with the complexity of a medium-sized firm. Level 6, the medium enterprise, scales to a staff of 31 to 100 employees, managing operations like a supermarket or a fuel station. Coaching at this tier evolves into monthly board meetings. The owner shifts their focus toward high-level systemic growth and managing broader market dynamics. The business must clear an annual surplus of 100,000 kina, which makes the enterprise eligible for a loan up to 1 million kina. Level 7 represents the final tier of the scheme, the large enterprise, commanding a workforce of over 100 people. These are massive industrial-scale operations, manufacturing plants, commercial plantations, or natural resource extraction cooperatives operating at full capacity. The operational demand at this tier is an annual surplus of 150,000 kina. This qualifies the executive for up to 1.5 million kina in operational financing. Mastering level 7 signifies that the entrepreneur has transitioned their operation into a heavily vetted, demand-driven corporate machine. As the entrepreneur meets the commercial milestones from levels 4 through 7, they simultaneously earn internationally recognized professional degrees, from an associate bachelor up to a doctorate. The financial endgame completes once the project loans are repaid. At that point, company shares initially held in trust are transferred directly to the participant. These tangible outputs, the manufacturing plants and the revenue, are significant. However, they are secondary to the program's underlying philosophy. The PVBS defines true wealth as the development of the human asset, the intangible growth of the person's capacity and character. The enterprise is the evidence that the person behind it has mastered the program's requirements and become viable.